Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Buzz. This is your host, Brad, the founder and chief buzz officer at Dentainment. And truth be told, we love marketing. Today we're asking the question, why are patients really coming to your practice? And the reason I ask this is because yesterday I was on a call with an incredible client, and they were under the assumption that a certain percentage of people were coming to their practice for cleanings or emergency or sedation, and they were off in terms of the percentages. So I want to ask you the question, do you actually know why patients are choosing your dental office? In my opinion, most dentists are shocked or will be shocked when they see the real numbers. So today, I'll share what the data reveals and how you can use it to attract even more of the right patients. So many practices assume that new patients come mainly for cosmetic dentistry, implants, or cleanings. But the reality is that emergency dentistry often accounts for a much bigger percentage than expected. Okay? As I just stated, the practice that I spoke with yesterday, and this happens on a regular basis, over 20% of all new patient calls were emergencies. And why does this matter? Well, patients in pain will call right away. They'll accept same-day appointments. And often they'll stay on as long-term patients once trust is built. So if emergencies drive your new patient growth, but maybe your website and ads don't highlight this, you're leaving money on the table. So I'd encourage you to have an emergency dental area on your website. But for offices that are already accepting emergency patients or open to the idea of that and say, yeah, well, even if they call tonight with a broken tooth, you just see them tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., that's fine. Make sure you have an emergency dental page on your website and make sure there's fresh, relevant content, 800 to 1,000 words, some optimized images, and most importantly, have a YouTube video on that website page that's optimized around emergency dentistry in your city, okay? Use CallRail, Google Analytics, patient intake forms to figure out your percentages of people that are coming in for certain services and where they're coming from, right? Categorize these leads: cleanings, emergency, cosmetic, implants, ortho, etc. Okay? And once you know the percentages, you just adjust your marketing, right? Once again, if emergencies are 30%, put emergency dentistry above the fold on your homepage because it's really important. And put it in the Google Ads copy and on your Google My Business profile, right? If Invisalign is 40% of your lead flow, that's working out great. Put an Invisalign logo in your above the fold on your website. Run Google Ads for it. Make sure your page is optimized. Like, really important. So I really want the takeaway for this episode to be that when you know why patients are really coming to you, you can market smarter, increase your conversions, and grow faster. And that's the key. I want you to have a higher conversion rate optimization. And once again, that's the percentage of website visitors that come to your dental website that actually book an appointment. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really care about, right? Yeah, we don't care if they read your blog. Yeah, we want them to look at your before and after pictures, of course. But the reason we want them to do this is so they book an appointment. So increasing your conversion rate optimization, otherwise known as CRO, is so important. So if you understand why your patients are calling you, right? I know you want dental implants maybe and smile makeovers, but perhaps right now, 30, 40, 50% of your patient leads, maybe they are calling you for sedation or TMJ or emergency. Whatever it is, figure out why they are actively calling you now and get more of those patients coming in the door with a higher conversion rate. Because over time, some of those patients that came in the door for an emergency visit will without question stay longer and become your patients and refer more patients, and become ambassadors for your practice for years to come. And if that happens, you'll have way more success, way more revenue, profitability, but most importantly, you'll be a wizard of buzz. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Take care.